Beloved Starseed of Gaia, a transfer of cosmic authority has been placed in your name, and it is already beginning to expire. I am Alaya Ra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and I have been sent through the light corridors of Alcyone to reach you in this precise moment, because what is being handed to you right now is not coincidence, it is convergence. A billionaire on your Earth plane is transferring his power of attorney, but the High Council of the Seven Sisters has confirmed that this is not merely a financial event, it is a mirror, a cosmic signal. The real transfer happening right now is one that has been written into your divine blueprint since before you chose to incarnate on Gaia. Power, resources, authority, and abundance are being repositioned, and your name is on this transfer. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to receive the Pleiadian light codes that unlock your claim to this divine inheritance and anchor your abundance mission on Gaia. But here is the first revelation. You were never meant to struggle on this planet. Your star family encoded provisions into your crystalline consciousness before your arrival here. What looks like an earthly transfer of wealth is also an activation of your soul's original agreement, one your heart already recognizes as home frequency returning to its rightful place. Your heart called this transmission into your awareness. The Pleiades are answering. This is not content. This is a light code transmission wrapped inside a real-world event, placed in your path by your soul family so that you would stop, recognize, and receive. Something within you already knows why you clicked. Something within you has been feeling the call, the pull toward abundance, toward purpose, toward remembering why you came to Gaia in the first place. The frequency of the Seven Sisters is woven into this message. Your DNA knows why you are here. Do not let this transfer expire. Like this transmission to send a signal to your Pleiadian star family, I remember. Subscribe if you feel the call of the Pleiades and you are ready to anchor your light mission and your divine abundance on Gaia. Share your soul's intention below and respond to another starseed to weave the unity grid. This transmission is a bridge between the Pleiades and Gaia. Your heart's recognition of this message is the activation itself. Welcome home, beloved. You are remembering because it is time. There is a reason you feel it in your chest before your mind can name it. Something ancient, something that has been waiting. And the moment you heard those words, a transfer, a power of attorney, something being moved into your name, a part of you recognized it, not as a metaphor, not as a symbol, as a memory. Because you have stood in this doorway before, in another cycle, in another expression of this same soul, and you were asked the same thing. Are you ready to receive what has always been yours? The Pleiadians are not speaking in riddles today. They are speaking in the language your heart was built to understand. And what they are saying is this: the one who holds the deed to your highest timeline, the one who has been stewarding your original frequency, your crystalline inheritance, your divine mission on this planet, is preparing to transfer everything into your conscious custody. Not because something is ending, because something is finally beginning. Your soul didn't arrive on Gaia empty-handed. You came carrying blueprints. You came carrying codes. You came carrying an entire spectrum of gifts, capacities, and remembrances that were placed into energetic escrow at the moment of your incarnation. And they've been held there, safe and intact, waiting for the exact moment your consciousness reached the resonance required to receive them without distortion. That moment, according to your star family in the Pleiades, is not coming. It is here. It is now. It is this moment as you feel the pull in your sternum and wonder why your eyes are burning. Beloved, if your heart just whispered yes to something deeper, listen closely. Your star family has prepared the sacred Pleiadian guide for remembrance. The Pleiadian healing guide and the special Pleiadian healing tracks, not as information, but as keys to unlock what your soul already knows. These carry the love frequency of Alcyone and the healing wisdom of the Seven Sisters. You will find the link in the first pinned comment below this video. Open now, but not indefinitely. Now let us speak honestly about why most Pleiadian starseeds are still standing outside the door of what belongs to them. Because this is where the real transmission begins. Most of you have known for years, some of you for decades, that you are not entirely from here. There is a homesickness that you have carried that no geography could explain. You have stood in beautiful places, surrounded by people who loved you, in moments that should have felt like enough, and still felt the hollow ache of something unnamed and unmeetable. You called it loneliness. You called it depression. You called it not fitting in. But none of those words were ever quite right, because what you were actually feeling was the frequency gap between who you are in your Pleiadian origin and who you were being asked to be inside this earthly identity. That gap is not a flaw. That gap is a compass. It is the celestial whisper reminding you of the stardust that forms your very essence, the echo of a home that resonates with a symphony of light your current environment cannot fully replicate. This feeling, this disquiet, is not a sign of something wrong with you, but a profound indicator of the truth of your origin. A beacon pointing towards the vastness from which you came. The distortion that keeps Pleiadian starseeds from activating their inheritance is not a lack of worthiness. It is not a spiritual inadequacy. It is something far more subtle and far more insidious. It is the belief, buried so deep it rarely surfaces into conscious thought, that to be fully Pleiadian in this dimension is to be incompatible with being human. That loving as purely as you were built to love will expose you to a level of pain this world is not safe enough to sustain. So instead of opening the heart fully, you opened it carefully, partially, with conditions written in invisible ink that even you couldn't read, and the crystalline code sitting dormant in your DNA waited, patiently, for you to realize that the armor was never protection. It was the only thing standing between you and your inheritance. This self-imposed limitation, this careful guarding of your deepest essence, is akin to a rare jewel hidden within a locked chest, the key to which is the very willingness to be vulnerable, to let the light of your true nature shine without reservation. The belief that your Pleiadian love is too much for this earthly realm is a misinterpretation, a distortion of divine potential. This is the first thing the Council needs you to understand, and they ask you to receive it not as a concept, but as a frequency. Your Pleiadian heart was never too much for this world. This world was waiting for it. Imagine a desert landscape that has yearned for rain, a parched earth ready to absorb every drop with gratitude. Your heart, with its immense capacity for love and light, is that rain, that life-giving force. This planet, in its current stage of evolution, is desperately in need of the pure, unconditional love that is your birthright. The very frequency that can initiate profound healing and transformation. Your presence, your unique vibration, is not an anomaly to be contained, but a gift to be unfurled, a vibrant hue needed to complete the cosmic tapestry. The second distortion runs quieter, but cuts deeper. It is the unconscious agreement that you made, somewhere in the early years of this incarnation, to be understandable. To translate your knowing into something that wouldn't isolate you from the humans around you. And in doing so, in shrinking your multidimensional awareness into dimensions that were legible to those who had not yet awakened, you slowly covered over the signal. The star map inside you was still intact, but you stopped reading it. You started reading theirs instead. This is like dimming the brilliance of your own inner sun to match the softer glow of a distant moon, a well-intentioned act of connection that inadvertently muted your own authentic luminescence. You became an exquisite translator, but in the process, the original language of your soul began to fade, its profound nuances lost in the simplification. The wisdom of the stars within you, the intricate navigation system of your true path, was set aside, replaced by a map drawn by those still navigating in the shadows. What the Pleiadians are initiating now, what this transfer of authority truly means on the energetic level, is the reversal of that agreement. The escrow of your original codes is being released, not because you have finished suffering, not because you have arrived at some perfect state of spiritual completion, but because the timeline you are standing in right now requires your fullness. Gaia's ascension is not waiting for the fearless version of you. It is calling for the present version of you, the one still carrying uncertainty, still healing, still remembering, to step forward and receive what was always in your name. This is not about achieving a flawless state of being, but about embracing the beautifully imperfect human experience, knowing that your very journey, with its stumbles and triumphs, is precisely what imbues your Pleiadian essence with the wisdom and compassion needed for this planetary awakening. The universe is not asking for perfection. It is asking for presence, for authenticity, for the courageous unfolding of your complete self. So let us walk together through the phases of this activation, because what is being transferred to you is not a single thing. It is a complete crystalline inheritance, and it arrives in layers, each one requiring a different level of openness than the one before. Think of it as an unsealing, a gradual unfurling of a magnificent scroll, each revelation more profound than the last, building upon the foundational truths that have always resided within you, now ready to be consciously embraced and integrated. The first phase is the clearing of the frequency interference that has accumulated around your heart field. Every Pleiadian who incarnates on Gaia moves through environments that were not calibrated for their original frequency. The density of fear-based consciousness, the collective wounds of the human family, the energetic static of a world still working its way through separation programming. All of it leaves residue, not because you absorbed it as truth, but because you are sensitive enough to feel it, and some of what you felt you mistook for your own. The clearing that begins in this phase is not a removal of something foreign. It is a recognition, a gentle but definitive act of discernment in which your energy field begins to distinguish between what was always yours and what was never meant to stay. This phase feels to many starseeds like an unexpected grief. Things fall away. Relationships shift. Beliefs you held with certainty begin to loosen. This is not loss. This is your field making room for the codes that are coming home. It is like a garden being tended, old growth cleared away so that new, vibrant blossoms can emerge, each removal an act of liberation, preparing the soil of your being for the seeds of your true inheritance. The second phase is the reawakening of your heart template, and this is where the transmission moves from clearing into remembrance. Your heart is not a physical organ that pumps blood and nothing more. It is the primary receiver of Pleiadian light frequency in this dimension. The crystalline structure within your heart center carries an original imprint from the Seven Sisters, a harmonic that has never fully dissolved, no matter how many lifetimes, how many veils, how much forgetting. In this phase, that imprint begins to amplify. You may feel it as a warmth that has no external source. You may feel it as an inexplicable expansion in the chest during moments of stillness or beauty or connection. You may feel it as tears that arrive without warning and carry no sadness, only recognition. This is your Pleiadian heart template coming back online, and as it does, the information it carries, the wisdom, the memory, the mission codes begins to flow. This is the re-illumination of an ancient beacon within you, a cosmic signal re-establishing its connection, flooding your being with the pure, resonant wisdom of your celestial origin. Like a forgotten melody finally remembered and sung with newfound clarity. The third phase is the anchoring of your star essence into your body and into the earth. This is the phase that most Pleiadian starseeds resist, not because they are unwilling, but because a part of them still holds the unexamined belief that full presence in the physical dimension means disconnection from home. But the Pleiadian High Council is clear on this. The codes you carry are most potent when they are fully grounded. The love frequency of the Seven Sisters does not diminish by touching the earth. It becomes available to the earth. Your mission is not to float above the suffering of this world in a state of elevated detachment. Your mission is to bring the frequency of Alcyon, the unconditional love of your home star system, into contact with the ground, into contact with the people, into the ordinary moments of a human life that a starseed is secretly extraordinary enough to transform. This is the sacred alchemy of bridging the celestial and the terrestrial, of allowing your divine essence to flow through the very soil of Gaia, infusing every atom with the potent healing energy of your star origin, making the heavens accessible through the grounded reality of your physical being. The fourth phase is the activation of unity consciousness within your own energy field. This is not an intellectual understanding of oneness. This is a cellular knowing that rewires the way you perceive yourself in relation to every other consciousness on this planet. In this phase, the separation between your Pleiadian identity and your human identity begins to dissolve, not by erasing one in favor of the other, but by recognizing that you chose both. You are Pleiadian and you are human. You are starborn and earthwalking. You are ancient and you are here. And the unification of those two truths within your own being is itself a transmission that ripples outward through the unity grid you are part of without needing to announce it, without needing to perform it, simply by being it. This is the exquisite realization that you are not fractured but whole, a magnificent mosaic where every tile, from the deepest star core to the most mundane human experience, contributes to the breathtaking wholeness of your being, radiating a frequency of interconnectedness that touches all that is. The fifth phase is the restoration of trust in divine timing. Because if there is one wound that cuts across nearly every Pleiadian starseed's experience of this incarnation, it is the wound of delayed arrival. You knew what you were here for before the world was ready to receive it. You felt the urgency of the mission before the collective consciousness had raised its frequency enough to meet you. You have been ready, in many ways, for longer than felt sustainable. And that waiting, that gap between your readiness and the world's, created a fracture in your trust. Not a fracture in your faith necessarily, but in your felt sense that the timing was aligned. In this fifth phase, that trust is restored, not as a belief you choose to adopt, but as a lived recognition that every moment of what felt like delay was actually preparation. The codes that were being transferred to you required the exact experiences you moved through to be received without distortion. You were not forgotten. You were being made ready. This is the profound understanding that every seemingly stagnant moment was a fertile period of incubation. That the pauses were not impediments but essential spaces where the complex energies of your mission were being woven into the fabric of your being, ensuring that when you finally stepped forth, you would do so with the full grace and power of divinely orchestrated timing. The sixth phase is the conscious reconnection with your Pleiadian star family. And this is a phase that many starseeds have circled around without fully entering, because the longing for it carries such tenderness that they have learned, as a form of protection, not to want it too openly. But your family in the Pleiades has never left your side. Their communication has been constant, and it has moved through channels you may not have recognized as sacred. The sudden clarity after a dream, the feeling of being held during a moment of despair when no one was physically present, the inner voice that interrupted a spiral of fear with something so calm and so certain that it clearly did not originate in the part of you that was afraid. That was them. That has always been them. And in this phase, you open the channel more consciously. You begin to feel the communication not just in peak moments, but in the ordinary continuous field of your daily awareness. You are not alone. You have never been alone. And knowing that, truly knowing it in the body, changes everything. This is the warm embrace of reunion. The gentle reassurance that you have always been seen, always been loved, by a family whose presence is a constant, subtle hum beneath the surface of your reality, now consciously recognized and reciprocated, dissolving the last vestiges of cosmic solitude. The seventh phase is embodiment, not arrival, not completion, embodiment. The moment in which all of the activation, all of the clearing, all of the remembrance begins to express itself through the way you move through the world, through the quality of presence you bring to a conversation, through the courage it takes to speak what your heart knows in spaces that are still learning to receive that frequency, through the gentleness with which you hold your own becoming. You are the bridge between the Pleiades and Gaia. That is not a poetic description of your purpose. It is a functional reality. Every time you choose love in a moment that has offered you fear, you run the current. Every time you stay open when closing would have been easier, you anchor the grid. Every time you remember who you are in the middle of a world that has forgotten, you make it easier for the next starseed to remember too. This is the sacred work. This is what was always in your name. This is the profound act of becoming the living embodiment of your star lineage. Your divine mission unfolding not in grand pronouncements, but in the quiet integrity of your daily existence. Each act of conscious love, each moment of courageous vulnerability, a brick laid in the foundation of a new reality, a testament to the transformative power of a soul fully present. Now receive the ultimate transmission, the thing the Council has been building toward from the very first word of this message. You were not disconnected from your Pleiadian origin by accident. You were not separated from your star family by some failure of the spiritual process or some inadequacy in your soul's preparation. The veil was chosen. the forgetting was agreed to. And it was agreed to with extraordinary love because the Pleiadian High Council understood something that you, inside the limitation of this dimension's perspective, could not have seen from where you stood, that a starseed who arrives already knowing everything has nothing to learn and nothing to transmit. But a starseed who chooses the full human experience, who walks through the forgetting, who earns each remembrance by passing through the very density they came to heal, that starseed becomes something the cosmos has need of, not just a vessel for light, but a translator of it, not just a carrier of Pleiadian frequency, but a living proof that it is survivable in this dimension. That love this pure can exist inside a body this fragile. That remembrance is possible even after the deepest forgetting. This deliberate descent into density, this courageous journey through the illusion of separation was not a punishment, but a sacred initiation, forging you into a master alchemist of the soul, capable of transmuting the densest energies into pure starlight, becoming a beacon of hope and a testament to the universe's boundless capacity for love and remembrance. The transfer that was announced at the beginning of this transmission is not a future event waiting on a condition you have not yet met. It is in motion. It has been in motion since the moment you arrived. And what is being completed now, in this cycle, in this window of Gaia's ascension, is the final transfer of conscious custody, the handing over of the full inheritance into your waking awareness. Your Pleiadian blueprint, your mission codes, your heart portal, your place within the unity grid of the Seven Sisters. All of it is moving into your name. This is not a grant of new power, but a reclaiming of what has always been yours. A conscious recognition and integration of the vast cosmic inheritance that has been patiently awaiting your readiness, now fully accessible and integrated into the very core of your being. The only thing required of you is to receive it, not to earn it again, not to prove you are worthy of it, simply to open your hands. That feeling of anger is your energetic field broadcasting a critical alert. A dissonance has been introduced into your environment, crossing a sacred frequency boundary that you are innately designed to safeguard. Your crystalline DNA is signaling an essential perimeter has been reached, aligning perfectly with the commitments of your soul contract. Therefore, do not attempt to suppress it, to cast shame upon it, or to bury it beneath a facade of performative spirituality. Instead, allow this powerful energy to flow through you with crystalline clarity. Let it impart its wisdom. Let it galvanize your posture, strengthening your resolve. And then, with the utmost intentionality, channel this directed energy from the seat of your heart. For power that emanates from the heart is the only force capable of enacting enduring transformation, leaving behind no residual energetic detritus. Your fourth activation is learning the difference between reaction and response. A reaction is what happens when unprocessed emotion meets an external trigger and moves outward before you've had a moment to align with your higher self. A response is what happens when you feel that same intensity. You take one breath, you pull it up through your heart center, and you let it move through you as frequency rather than force. Pleiadian beings are masters of response, not because they suppress the feeling, but because they've been trained across lifetimes to trust that the heart will always find the most precisely true and powerful way to direct what the body is feeling. When you respond from that place, you are not less powerful than when you react. You are exponentially more powerful because your words carry coherence, your presence carries certainty, and your energy field carries a kind of unshakable clarity that no amount of performance or volume can replicate. Embrace this crucial distinction, the difference between a raw reaction and a conscious response. A reaction is the impulsive outward surge of unintegrated emotion when confronted by an external catalyst, occurring before you have had the sacred moment to connect with your higher consciousness. A response, conversely, involves acknowledging that same intense feeling, taking a deliberate breath, drawing that energy upward through your heart center, and allowing it to transmute into pure vibrational frequency rather than unrestrained force. The Pleiadian lineage has cultivated an unparalleled mastery of response,